There's much more news to come. Eyewitness News at 5 starts right now.
Live from ABC 7, David Ono, Ellen Leyva, Dallas Rain's weather, and Rob Fukuzaki Sports. Now, Southern California's first high-definition news. Eyewitness News at 5.
The tumultuous, troubled life of Anna Nicole Smith is over. She collapsed at a Florida hotel, was rushed to the hospital, but pronounced dead. She was just 39 years old. Good afternoon, I'm Ellen Leyva.
Hi, David Ono. Anna Nicole Smith's life seemed to play out like a public whirlwind. She posed for Playboy, married a billionaire more than 3 times her age, lost a son, and was at the center of several high-profile lawsuits. For more on her death, we go live to Hollywood, Florida, and reporter Judy A. Chavez. Judy.
Hi, David. Very tragic news. Anna Nicole Smith was pronounced dead at 2:49 Eastern Time here, shortly after being brought to the Hollywood Regional Medical Center. She was in South Florida for several days at the nearby Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. It is unclear who found her collapsed inside her room, but medics desperately tried to revive her. However, their efforts were unsuccessful.
We seen a whole bunch of cops and an ambulance, and a friend of ours told her that was Anna Nicole.
Anna Nicole Smith died Thursday after being found unconscious in her room at the Seminole Hard Rock Casino and Hotel in Hollywood, Florida. A bodyguard administered CPR. Then Smith was rushed to the hospital.
At 2:49 this afternoon, we were advised by hospital personnel that Anna Nicole Smith had died. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family. The cause of death will be determined by the medical examiner.
The reality TV star and former Playboy playmate had been getting a lot of press in the past few months. The result of a legal battle involving conflicting paternity claims involving her baby daughter. And it was 3 days after the baby's birth that Smith's 20-year-old son Daniel died mysteriously. Smith hired a pathologist to determine the cause of death, and he said it was an apparent drug overdose. Smith had also been involved in a several years-long battle over her late billionaire husband's estate, which was being contested by his son. Anna Nicole Smith was 39. Investigators are still looking into this matter. Right now, there does not appear to be any signs of trauma or foul play. Anna Nicole Smith's body was taken to the Broward County Medical Examiner's office. An autopsy is scheduled to be performed on Friday. Reporting from Hollywood, Florida, I'm Judy Chavez for ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Attorneys for photographer Larry Burkhead plan to go to court tomorrow to ask that a genetic test on Anna Nicole Smith's baby daughter be performed as soon as possible. Burkhead claims he's the father. Eyewitness News reporter John North is live in downtown L.A. with details on that and the other legal battles that surrounded Anna Nicole Smith's life. John?
Well, I'm in front of the Roy Ball Federal Building where Anna Nicole Smith spent so much of her time in a legal battle over her late husband's fortune. That one went all the way to the Supreme Court, and as you indicated, it's not over in court. They'll be back in court tomorrow morning in a paternity case involving Anna Nicole's daughter, and the economic fight will continue. The former stripper, Playboy playmate, and multimillionaire's widow had to fight for her late husband's money. Anna Nicole Smith married 89-year-old oil tycoon J. Howard Marshall in 1994. They met at a strip club. She was 26 when they wed.
He was my Prince Charming.
He died 14 months later, and Anna Nicole had to fight her stepson over the estate. He also died.
I'm not a gold digger. I could have married him a week after we met. I didn't.
The U.S. Supreme Court ruled in May she had a right to sue for $474 million. Just yesterday, she was ordered to take a paternity test to see if her ex-boyfriend, Larry Burkhead, is the father of her 5-month-old child. His attorney, Deborah Opry, will be in court tomorrow. She issued a statement. Larry Burkhead is devastated that he has lost the mother of his child and the woman he loved. The birth certificate, however, names attorney Howard K. Stern as the baby girl's father. Smith and Stern were supposedly married in the Bahamas. The legality of that marriage may be in question. And in the middle of all this, Smith's 20-year-old son, Daniel, died in his mother's hospital room in the Bahamas. By reports, it apparently was a drug overdose. Another legal battle loomed late yesterday when Anna Nicole Smith was sued along with Trim Spa. That lawsuit alleges their claims about a weight loss pill were false or misleading.
Part of me that's angry because I don't believe that Anna Nicole should have had to endure what she's had to endure. I pray that that her death was not precipitated by stress with all that's on her plate. I can't imagine any mother who's had to endure this the loss of a child, facing litigation on multiple fronts.
But the court battle will continue tomorrow in the wake of her death with a paternity case. Burkhead's attorney will be back in court asking for an emergency order for a DNA sample from the 5-month-old daughter of Anna Nicole Smith. Live from downtown Los Angeles, I'm John North, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Back to you.
Thank you, John. Anna Nicole Smith was a spokesperson for the diet drug Trim Spa. The company had this statement today on her death. Quote, Anna knew both the joy of giving life and the heartache of losing a child. We pray that she is granted the peace that eluded her more recent days on earth and that she find comfort in the presence of her son, Daniel. That's from Alex Gowan, the CEO and founder of Trim Spa. Stay with ABC 7 for complete coverage of Anna Nicole Smith's death. Coming up at 5:30, entertainment guru George Pinocchio takes a look back at some memorable interviews with the former Playmate.
A man who's been in prison for more than 20 years is about to be released after his murder conviction was overturned. Eyewitness News reporter Micah Ullman tells us how this surprising development came about. He's live in downtown Los Angeles.
Story of faith, of hope and frustration, a story of right and wrong, and a mountain of evidence, a mountain of research by one very eager group of law school students. 40-year-old Timothy Atkins in court today, 23 years after he went to prison for murder and moments after his conviction was reversed.
I'm happy, I'm overwhelmed. I just want him home. I haven't seen my son ever since he was 16 years old.
It was the early morning hours of New Year's Day, 1985, on this street in Venice. Maria and Vincent Gonzalez were picking up their children from a babysitter. They were approached by two gunmen. A necklace was stolen from Mrs. Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez was shot and killed. The then 16-year-old Timothy Atkins was singled out by one woman's testimony, enough for a conviction. 20 years later, she recanted.
She came back into this court and looked the judge in the eye and said that she made it up. And the judge believed her. And the judge was there 23 years ago, and the judge was there now. And he knows that that's what the case hinged on. And so he was the best person to make this assessment.
After 20 years in prison, Timothy Atkins made contact with the California Innocence Project, law students who work to free wrongfully convicted inmates.
There are times when you can undo a mistake, but it takes a long time and there are enormous hurdles.
Ultimately, these are people that are managing the written law. People make mistakes.
We're not perfect.
Today, in a small courtroom, an enormous victory, a life sentence wiped away. After 23 years, a family lost and found.
I have to take one day at a time. That's all I can do.
What are you going to say to Timothy when he comes through the front?
I love you! I love him. I love him. I miss him.
Tonight, Timothy Atkins goes home, and a group of law school students goes home with an A in Justice 101. The district attorney has 60 days to determine whether he'll retry Atkins. Highly unlikely, say legal experts. In the end, Timothy Atkins will get back his life, though he'll never get back time. Live in downtown Los Angeles, Micah Ullman reporting, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Back to you.
Incredible story, Micah. Thank you for that report. The U.S. military has now confirmed 6 U.S. helicopters have been brought down over Iraq in just the past 3 weeks. In the latest incident, a C-9 chopper crashed north of Baghdad yesterday, killing all 7 military personnel on board. And today, the military acknowledged another crash on January 31st. The New York Times reports that chopper was brought down by heavy-caliber ground fire. The Pentagon is not commenting. However, U.S. commanders are conducting a review of flight operations in light of so many recent crashes.
Right now we have some breaking news in Whittier. Our Bill Thomas is live at Air 7 right now over the scene of a fatal accident involving a teenager, I believe. Bill?
Yeah, a teenager on a bicycle. Here's that crowded intersection where that crash happened. The driver of that white big rig was traveling northbound on Painter Avenue and right by Lambert Road. He did make contact with that teenager on the bicycle. Firefighters with LA County Fire Department, they rolled in very quickly following that crash. But sadly, that 14-year-old teen, he did die as a result of his injuries. And off to the right here, you can see police officers with the city of Whittier, their police department. They're trying to gather up all the evidence they can to determine how that crash happened. And you can see a full closure here of the intersection. All lanes east and west on Lambert are blocked. Whittier Boulevard up to the north, that'll work as a great alternate this afternoon. Also, Painter, all lanes north and southbound blocked here as well. Greenleaf is becoming very congested, but that'll work as an alternate as well. Reporting live from Air 7 over Whittier, I'm Bill Thomas, ABC 7 Eyewitness News, and David Nellen, back to you.
Bill, thank you. General George Casey has been confirmed as the next Army Chief of Staff. The Senate voted 83-14 to confirm Casey. He had been the top U.S. commander in Iraq since July 2004, but President Bush recently replaced him with Army General David Petraeus. During confirmation hearings, many senators voiced concerns about Casey's handling of the Iraq War. Nonetheless, his nomination passed easily with bipartisan support. A Carson Marine who tried to keep local teens out of gangs has been killed in Iraq. 22-year-old Marine Sergeant Alejandro Carrillo was killed in combat operations in Anbar province on January 30th. An ROTC instructor says Carrillo often returned to Carson High School to encourage teens to get a good education and to stay away from gangs and drugs. He was scheduled to return from his second tour in Iraq this month. Carrillo leaves behind his wife and 3-year-old son and his parents.
Good Samaritans have taken to the mean streets of LA's Skid Row, reaching out to help those who are in desperate need of medical attention, but who can't or won't look for it. Eyewitness News reporter Shubha Ravindran rode along with this street outreach team on their mission of mercy.
On Skid Row, the homeless hardly ever go looking for help. But today, help is coming to them. Armed with medical supplies, this team from the Los Angeles Mission is hitting the streets today in a new type of outreach.
We go to 2 different locations or different locations where it's either to the shelters or out to the streets. Today, we're actually going to be going out to the streets.
For the past 2 years, this faith-based mission has been sending doctors and nurses to the homeless, where thousands of them are treated on the spot.
I think a lot of people in the beginning were very surprised. Who are you and why are you knocking on our tents? Nobody really cares about us down here.
Every Thursday, the mission comes to this bridge here on 6th Street, and they park here for hours, and they do testing on the homeless on everything from TB to diabetes to even HIV. Volunteers say test results for HIV can be done here in 10 minutes. But much of their treatments, they say, is for the common cold.
We see a little bit of everything. We can see some acute care problems such as bronchitises. We see a lot of abscesses out here because of the IV drug use.
For Sam, these weekly visits help him control his diabetes.
If we don't have our meds from them, then we can wind up going into diabetic comas out here and everything else.
The mission says their goal is to get the homeless going to the clinics themselves. But they know not everyone here can be reached.
You gotta make choices, though, you know? You want to hit the pipe or you want to go to the clinic, you know? Once you hit the pipe, the thoughts of the clinic are gone.
But the mission hopes with a little prayer and medicine, some lives here will be changed. In Skid Row, Shubha Ravindran, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Rain is on the way, and Dallas is tracking it with a live Mega Doppler 7000 HD.
Hi, Ellen, and good afternoon, everyone. Well, some clouds down in Long Beach today. They've been in and out during the course of the afternoon. And my forecast for tonight is partly cloudy and cool, 45 in the valleys, 52 at the beaches, and about 32 degrees tonight up in the mountain areas. Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD scanning all the skies of California. And we do have some rain in the northern part of the state. Been off and on all day from San Francisco, San Jose, and back towards Sacramento. And a little snow now falling up in the Sierra. As a matter of fact, there's a snow advisory, thank goodness, up in the Mammoth area. Right now, Southern California, just some clouds, but there is some rain in the forecast. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. David?
Thank you, Dallas.
Ellen?
At least 6 children were hurt today in a school bus crash in Upland. Information on the accident is scanty so far, but the accident occurred at 25th Street and Mountain Avenue when an Upland school district bus struck a tractor-trailer rig. The 6 injured students were treated at the scene by paramedics. They were transported to local hospitals to be checked out, and fortunately, all those injuries are believed to be minor. The Highway Patrol is investigating, and we will have more details as they become available.
We continue to our coverage of Anna Nicole Smith's sudden death. Coming up, a look back at her life, career, and all the criticism she has received.
She's always promised me once we're married, you know, half of everything is mine.
Coming up, entertainment guru George Pinocchio takes a look at Anna Nicole Smith's rocky road to fame.
And caught on tape, airport passenger carts running down crowds of travelers. And wait until you see more of these videos.
A wager on a Monday night football game among lodge members has this lodge in trouble. We'll explain in a report coming up.
Well, hi, everybody. I'm Rob Fukuzaki. The Dallas Cowboys name a new head coach who has something in common with singer Neil Diamond. And speaking of celebrities, look who is once again playing at Pebble Beach. That's Bill Murray, making a long putt, and celebrates by taking his shirt off. But would he stop there?
Continuing coverage of Anna Nicole Smith's death. Stay with Eyewitness News for the latest in the investigation into what happened. Then at 6, enforcing a dress code or religion discrimination. A local bar has a student outraged on Eyewitness News.
At H&R Block, you can walk in with your taxes and walk out with a loan check. Up to $9,999, subject to your refund amount. At H&R Block, nobody does it faster. Instant money refund anticipation loan. When you got H&R Block, you got people.
The critics have spoken. Letters from Iwo Jima is the best film of 2006. Nominated for 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Director Clint Eastwood. Winner of the Golden Globe Award and the Critics' Choice Award for Best Picture of the Year. 4 stars, a triumph. Flags of Our Fathers and Letters from Iwo Jima is one complete masterpiece. Letters from Iwo Jima, rated R, now playing.
Bringing the bedroom of your dreams to life is easier than ever at Wick's biggest bedroom and mattress sale. Treat yourself to the latest style of luxury bedroom furniture, like the new Westbrook bed for only $299. Or get all 5 pieces for $699. That's a savings of $369. Complete your new bedroom and wrap yourself in total comfort. Get savings up to $200 on brand name mattress sets. Now through Tuesday, you can have the bedroom of your dreams with no payments till 2008. Only at Wick's.
At H&R Block, you can walk in with your taxes and walk out with a loan check. Up to $9,999, subject to your refund amount. At H&R Block, nobody does it faster. Instant money refund anticipation loan. When you got H&R Block, you got people.
NBC newsman Tim Russert faced intense questioning today in the perjury trial of former vice presidential aide Louis Scooter Libby. Libby's defense attorney tried to raise questions about Russert's credibility. Libby says he learned the identity of CIA operative Valerie Plame from Russert. Russert says that's impossible because he didn't know about Plame until days after his conversation with Libby. Prosecution rested its case after Russert's testimony today.
In Israel, crowds of Palestinians are protesting construction work at a holy site. Crews are busy shoring up a ramp that leads to Islam's third holiest site. It is home to the dome of the Rock Shrine in Al-Aqsa Mosque. Jews know the area as the Temple Mount. Israelis say the construction is needed to repair storm damage. Arabs fear it'll undermine their shrine. An Islamic leader is calling on Muslims around the world to protest the construction.
Cooler weather and rain on the way.
Dallas Rains is up next with his live Mega Doppler 7000 HD and all the details on your weather.
And get free cash for college. Consumer specialist Rick Romero shows you where you can find free money.
And a waitress and great-grandmother busted. Why? They're suspected of running an illegal gambling ring in the Inland Empire.
Tonight, look closely.
Take a couple of nice deep breaths.
You're getting sleepy and pregnant. They've tried everything. Now, can a hypnotist help these women do what fertility treatments couldn't? Tonight at 11, only on ABC 7.
There's a guy in Texas building his own rocket in his backyard.
Charlie Farmer has a plan.
Do you really think they're going to let you go up in outer space?
If you advertise on my rocket, it's going to raise your sales.
Mr. Farmer, how do we know that you're not constructing a WMD?
If I was building a weapon of mass destruction, you wouldn't be able to find it.
The Astronaut Farmer.
I expect you home for dinner.
Rated PG. Starts February 23rd.
Nice catch. But why not come to Hometown Buffet for savory crab cakes, buttered crumb Alaska pollock, sweet orange shrimp, and more. All for one low price. 3 from the sea, Thursday through Saturday nights, only at Hometown Buffet.
CarMax puts every used car we sell through a thorough 125-point inspection. Why? So we make sure you get a vehicle with brakes and tires you can rely on, electrical systems that function properly, and an engine, fuel system, and drivetrain you can count on. Why do we sweat the details? So you don't have to. And well, our name's on it. Start the search for your next used car at CarMax. CarMax, the way car buying should be.
When I signed up for Vonage, I was able to keep my phone number, and then when I moved, I was able to take it with me.
Call quality is the utmost. It projects my business. And with Vonage, it's perfect.
Vonage and reliability, that just kind of goes hand in hand.
It's just $24.99 a month for unlimited local and long-distance calling, including free calls to Canada and Europe.
Get 1 month free. Call 1-800-970-3585.
Vonage, a better way to phone for less.
Need cash? If you've got a job, I can wire thousands of dollars into your checking account today. With no collateral, no security. But you do need to make the monthly payments. So call me at 866-590-CASH.
The Ortho Mattress President's Day sale is on now. Queen sets are on sale for just $299. Call 1-800-734-6784.
We're all waiting for the rain.
We
Looking
are,
forward
and
to it.
we've been watching it rain in the northern part of the state, but we haven't gotten it yet. But we are going to, David Nellen, and we should see, unfortunately, just in time for the weekend. All right, let's go outside right now and check it out for you. 11 o'clock at 5 o'clock. I'm moving ahead a little bit quicker than I should be. Live Megadopolis 7000 HD. Kind of checking out the rain for you in the northern part of the state. And San Francisco, the Bay Area is getting a soaking up there, and also some snow coming down in the High Sierra. There's a snow advisory for the Mammoth area, which is fantastic. They need it. It's been a very dry year in the Sierra. And of course, we get a lot of our water from the Sierra. So bring it on up in the High Sierra. LAX Now HD camera live showing some clouds thickening up during the course of the day, but no rain falling from these clouds yet. Headed out tonight, partly cloudy, 45 in the valleys, 32 up in the mountain areas, and 51 at the beaches. This will not be a big snow producer in the local mountains, unfortunately, because we have a subtropical moisture coming in, and that allows for temperatures to rise up in the mountains. Let's draw it up and talk about it today. The main low, you can see it kind of swirling around up here, so the fronts kind of get detached from the main low pressure system. So most of the energy has been up here in northern and central California. However, some clouds and rain will finally make its way into Southern California, probably late tomorrow night and into the day on Saturday. The rain will be off and on, and we could get a half an inch, maybe a little bit more. If you're headed up toward Ventura County or up toward Santa Barbara, that would be a little bit better probability of getting some heavier rain showers. Weather Maps into motion shows the Arctic high moving eastbound. Thank goodness. They want that thing to get out of there. If it hits 32 in New York City tomorrow, it'll be the first time in about 7 or 8 days that the afternoon high has been 32. Rain sags toward Southern Cal late tomorrow night and into Saturday. 44 in Encino this evening. It'll be cool in Pasadena at 47. Also, the moisture is up, so a little light fog tonight along with the clouds. 45 in San Bernardino. Now, the highs tomorrow, about the warmest will be in San Bernardino at 71, but the clouds will be in and out. Again, most of the action going on to the north, but late in the day, the clouds will thicken up a little bit more, and from Santa Barbara in that area, from Ventura County, a slight chance of some rain showers. 67 Pasadena, Torrance at 65, and Palmdale, Lancaster, partly sunny, 64. Looks like a beautiful Friday up there. All right, here's the 7-day forecast. Then a night shower late tomorrow, and then most of the day on Saturday looks like a cloudy day with periods of light rain at times, sometimes a little heavier. 1/2 to 1 inch possible as we move into Sunday. So that would be a total time frame for the weekend rainfall totals. Snow levels, gang, going to be up there pretty high. More than likely 7,000, 7,500 feet, but we should get some snow for the local resorts. And then on Sunday, maybe afternoon, a little sunshine breaking through, and then a slight chance of showers again on Tuesday. But the main weather feature appears to be on Saturday. All right, that's it from the Weather Center. Back to David Nellen.
All right, Dallas, thank you. 2 women, one of them a great-grandmother, will appear in court later this month to face charges of running an illegal football pool. In Inland Empire Bureau Chief Bob Banfield, he tells us the story involves Monday Night Football, an Elks Lodge, an envelope, and folks with an itch to gamble.
Agents with the State Alcohol Beverage Control entered the Elks Lodge 2591 Monday night, November 20th.
They waited till halftime to come in.
Okay.
And they said they had an anonymous report that we had football pools going on. And like I said, I don't consider that a pool. It was 10 names, $5 each, total score. It's not like it has the squares in it.
73-year-old great-grandmother Margaret Hamlin and 39-year-old Carrie Gardner and the lodge could be in some serious trouble. An envelope with $5 from 10 members was located resting next to the California State Lotto machine. Agents said it's an illegal football pool.
I was cited because my name was on the football pool.
You were a player.
The alleged football pool, I guess I should say.
Citations were issued, much like a traffic ticket, a misdemeanor.
We had to go down to the Justice Center and be fingerprinted and mugshotted, just like any other common criminal would be.
Okay, but you didn't see the inside of a jail or anything?
No.
The lodge has agreed to stop any program that could be considered gambling. It's a well-established fact that Elks lodges contribute to charities in their community. What's the attitude of club members?
They're very nice ladies, and I hate to see them going through this.
Okay.
And I'd like to technically know who did it. Who turned you in? Who lodged the complaint? That's the main thing we'd like to know.
Shocked that this has happened. And people are laughing about it.
State and county officials are not laughing. The law dictates the direction they must follow.
The district attorney's office is required by law to prosecute if a crime has been committed. And in this particular case, there was enough evidence to file charges.
Beverage Control is reviewing the lodge's license. It's been suggested a 1-year probationary period in which no gambling be permitted. The women must appear in court on February 28th for preliminary hearing. Bob Anfield, ABC 7 Eyewitness News in Wildemar.
Which car is best at retaining its value? Find out what a new survey says next.
And she says she doesn't need special treatment, so why is there a controversy over the size of a plane House Speaker Nancy Pelosi needs to use for travel?
Scandal and secrets and murder, oh my.
These gold pumps will not step foot in this building until I rule this magazine.
Tonight, wickedness is in full supply.
Why hit yourself? Why hit yourself?
TV's hottest comedy just got a whole lot hotter.
Fan-freaking-tastic.
With the most hard-hitting.
Not so fast!
Most revealing.
Oh, hello.
Most jaw-dropping episode ever.
You're fired.
An all-new Ugly Betty. Tonight at 8/7 Central, right before Grey's Anatomy, only on ABC.
For the true fan, there's no day quite like game day. United, the diehards come from all over to celebrate one thing. Raffle season. Introducing the $1 Million Raffle. It's the new seasonal game from the California Lottery with the best odds of winning $1 million. But hurry, tickets could go fast.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her.
Burger.
She kissed me.
Fries.
No one said, ain't
Then a
that
24-year-old bottle of French Bordeaux.
Tell me
The
quick.
Carl's Jr. $6,000 combo meal. Exclusively at the Palms.
Move over, George. This president's going to make it possible to buy a new mattress today and pay no deposit, no interest, and no payments for 1 full year. It's Sit and Sleep's President's Sale. Save hundreds with queen-size sets from Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Springer, and Miralax. Selling elsewhere for up to $5.99, now just $3.97. And by presidential decree, pay nothing for 1 full year. Get delivery, bed frame, and 2 pillows, $120 value free. Sit and Sleep will beat anyone's advertised price, or your mattress is free!
This ABC 7 Eyewitness newscast is brought to you in part by your Southern California Ford dealers.
How do Camry, Accord, and the all-wheel drive Ford Fusion compare on styling? Car and Driver asked 600 of its readers.
The stance is aggressive. When you look at it just parked, it looks nice.
The Fusion's a good-looking car. I mean, of the three, I think it's the best looking.
Ford Fusion, a winner in styling, and Smart Money Magazine's best new car value.
Lease the front-wheel drive Fusion SC for only $259 a month. With 0 down, 0 first month's payment, and 0 do-it signing after Ford's rebate. Just sign and drive.
Which cars and trucks stand the test of time? Here's a new survey about which vehicles retain their value the best. For cars under $23,000, the Toyota Prius took top honors. The survey by IntelliChoice.com compared resale values, insurance, and repair costs. The site says the Prius has low fuel costs and lower than average maintenance costs. When it comes to luxury cars, the Lexus ES, also made by Toyota, tops the list. For SUVs under $28,000, Ford's Escape Hybrid was best at retaining its value. And in the luxury SUV category, the Lexus RX 350 won.
Her life was shocking, and her death is too.
Coming up, entertainment guru George Pinocchio continues our coverage of the death of Anna Nicole Smith. He has a look back at some of her most memorable TV appearances.
And House Speaker Nancy Pelosi in a controversy, why there's a heated debate over the size of the plane she can use to get between Washington, D.C. and California.
And how'd you like to get free cash for college? Consumer specialist Rick Romero says it's out there. You just have to ask for it.
In honor of President's Day, your Honda dealer is making some very impressive offers on your favorite Honda car or truck. From the innovative Ridgeline and 8-passenger Pilot to the stylish Accord and ever-popular Civic. In fact, you could even say that no price is carved in stone. But we wouldn't because it doesn't sound, very presidential. The President's Day celebration. Lease a Honda Accord for $199 a month for well-qualified customers.
Jenny Stewart, you haven't changed a bit.
Hi. Hi, Stephanie.
Jenny Stewart? Wow, you look great.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, I don't believe we've met.
No, I don't believe we have.
How far do you want to go? Fantastic Sam's.
Slip into something more comfortable this weekend, like free satin sheets and free pillows. Get to Levitt's and you'll also receive a free bed frame setup and removal, plus delivery in just 3 days. Come see why Levitt's is great in bed.
Buy furniture at Levitt's today and don't pay until 2010. And that's a mighty long time.
Homeowners, refinance now with almost no paperwork. This week only, get a low 5.99% fixed for 30 years. That's right, 5.99%, all with almost no paperwork. So call now, 866-66-FASTER.
A special report. The little boy I could not forget. Mars Oprah.
Live from ABC 7, David Ono, Ellen Leva, Dallas Raines Weather, and Rob Fukuzaki Sports. As Eyewitness News at 5 in high definition continues.
Her journey took her from a small Texas town to the cover of Playboy magazine to a millionaire's mansion. But Anna Nicole Smith's life was far from a fairy tale. Today, a sad ending to her often tragic life story. Welcome back, I'm David Ono.
And I'm Ellen Leva. Anna Nicole Smith was staying at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Police say Smith's private nurse found her unconscious in her hotel room and called 911. Medics performed CPR, put a tube in her throat, and rushed her to a hospital, but she was pronounced dead.
The cause of death will be determined by the medical examiner. That's the Broward County Medical Examiner, and the Seminole Police Department will continue its investigation into this matter.
Smith was 39 years old and leaves behind a 5-month-old baby girl. The paternity of that child is still being disputed.
As soon as Anna Nicole Smith first stepped into the spotlight, it appeared she relished fame and all it brought to her.
For most of her career, Smith enjoyed having cameras around and was not shy when being interviewed. Entertainment reporter George Pinocchio is here with a look at some of Anna's past moments.
All right, thanks very much. I can vouch for this. Anna Nicole Smith was not the best of interviews, but the camera loved her, and she loved the camera. She was a small-town girl with big-time dreams who ended up spending much of her adult life enmeshed in scandal. Anna Nicole Smith's road to fame started on the dance floor at a topless club in Texas. The lights outside the club are what drew her in.
And it had this lady in high heel shoes. She had the bikini on, and it would flash tiptoe and back, like that. And I was like, oh, how neat. Soon after, Anna entered a photo contest, and that led to the cover of Playboy in 1992. A year later, she was Playmate of the Year, then a Guess Jeans model. And in 1994, Smith met and quickly married 89-year-old oil tycoon J. Howard Marshall. He had no will to live, and I went over to see him, and he got a little twinkle in his eyes, and he asked me to dance for him, and I did. Marshall died a year later.
Fierce court battles with Marshall's family followed. At stake, hundreds of millions of dollars. Anna sometimes showed confidence.
I'm ready to go kick some butt.
And sometimes signs that the fight was too much.
He just always promised me once we're married, half of everything is mine.
The case lingered on, as did questions about Smith's battles with her weight. On Larry King Live, she blamed it on her legal troubles.
It was the depression from reliving the trials from my husband twice. That's why I got fat twice. And nobody understands that. Nobody cares because they think I'm a gold digger. And it's not true. I love my husband, and I had to relive that over twice. I had to keep reliving this core thing.
In remembering Anna Nicole today, Playboy founder Hugh Hefner said, quote, "She was a dear friend who meant a great deal to the Playboy family and to me personally." And Paul Marciano from Guess said, "This is a very tragic and sad day. Personally, I feel she did not survive the loss of her son Daniel, who was the love of her life."
All right, George, thank you. And coming up next on Eyewitness News at 6, we'll have much more on the life and death of Anna Nicole Smith, including what happens next in her high-profile paternity suit, plus new interviews from some of her former business associates.
Other news now, Republicans are launching an attack against House Speaker Nancy Pelosi over the size of her government-issued plane. But Pelosi is not asking for special treatment, as we find out from ABC News reporter Andrea Canning. She's live in Washington, D.C. Andrea.
Good evening, David. Nancy Pelosi is lashing out at the Department of Defense, saying that they are distorting this story. She said, quote, "This is their way of making their voices heard."
How exactly the nation's first female Speaker of the House will take flight between Washington and San Francisco has become a Capitol Hill controversy. Republicans are taking issue with the size of the military plane Nancy Pelosi would need to reach her hometown without stopping to refuel. But the Speaker says she never asked for special treatment.
If they can have a plane that goes across country, then I'll take that plane. If they don't, I will go commercial.
The Pentagon told Pelosi, as Speaker, she would be provided with a plane, a security decision made after 9/11, but that its size couldn't guarantee nonstop service. She believes the information was leaked by the Department of Defense because she's been a longtime critic of former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld. Pelosi also fielded attacks from some Republicans.
Major airliner costing over $10,000 an hour to fly is an extravagance.
Former Speaker Dennis Hastert flew in a small Air Force jet, but because Illinois is a lot closer than California, refueling wasn't an issue. The White House defended Pelosi against the criticism and the nickname Nonstop Nancy, Flights of Fancy.
I'm not aware that this is the primary concern at this point. I don't believe she's asking to be sent on on the space shuttle.
And Pelosi said President Bush has encouraged her to take all the security she needs, but the Speaker publicly said she prefers her freedom over the security. Live in Washington, Andrea Canning, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Ellen, back to you.
Andrea, thank you. 2 words that should get your attention: free money. It's cash for college that could make a difference in the lives of countless California students. Consumer specialist Rick Romero is here to tell you how you could get your hands on all that moolah. Rick?
Well, and we're talking about the Cal Grants program. It has about $900 million to give to students. But there is a deadline looming, so you'll have to act soon to get your share of the free money. Most of these high school students about to graduate plan to go to college and be somebody. You going to college or?
Yes, I'm trying to go to college right now.
Yeah. And what are you going to do?
I'm going to try to become a computer technician.
I want to be a doctor, a fashion designer.
But no matter what they do in life, they know it will take money for college tuition to get them there.
College nowadays it's really expensive.
So today was the kickoff of several workshops for students to find out about financial aid, including Cal Grants, a state-funded program with about $900 million to share with students who meet basic income and GPA requirements. Now, don't worry, you don't have to be a genius to qualify for the Cal Grant money that you can use for college tuition, books, and room and board. Simply put, all you need is a 2.0 GPA, be a California resident, meet some income requirements, fill out 2 forms, and get them in by March 2nd. That's the deadline.
That's it. If they can accomplish and achieve those things by our March 2nd deadline, that's it. There's free money waiting for them.
Maria Flores took advantage and recently graduated from UC Davis. Without the money, whether it be from Cal Grant or any place else, would you have gotten through college?
No. Definitely financial aid was something that I needed to get through college.
All right, ready to get your hands on some of the free money? Well, starting this weekend, there will be a number of Cash for College workshops held throughout Southern California. And all you've got to do is log on to our website at abc7.com to find out where those workshops are being held. And we also have some more information on the Cal Grant program. Remember, the deadline is March 2nd. Ellen and David, back to you.
Rick, thank you. Dozens of accidents at airports, but not on the runways, inside the terminals.
Wait until you see the surveillance video showing airport passenger carts knocking crowds over.
And here's a great candidate for dumbest criminal of the year. A man breaks into a pizza parlor, but wait until you see what happens when he tries to get out.
Continuing coverage of Anna Nicole Smith's death. Stay with Eyewitness News for the latest in the investigation into what happened. Then at 6, enforcing a dress code or religion discrimination. A local bar has a student outraged on Eyewitness News.
That was fun, wasn't it? That was fun. Hi, I'm Nadine. And I'm Norma. And in case you haven't noticed, we're twins. Every day, we want to get the most out of life. And now we want to get the most out of Medicare. And that's why we chose Secure Horizons. We get Part D prescription drug coverage. We get vision and hearing benefits. And we don't pay a penny more than we're already paying for Medicare. Isn't that right? That's right.
Get the most out of Medicare. If you're not satisfied with your current plan, call now for more information about switching to a Secure Horizons health plan by March 31st.
It's so easy to sign up. Look at this shop, Nadine. I did the research and then I called my sister. We were good to go. We do everything together, isn't that right? That's right.
Live secure, be secure. Call Secure Horizons by United Healthcare. You can switch plans until March 31st.
Okay, we're gonna go this way.
No. It's too small.
Autoclaustrophobia. It affects more people than you think. But there's hope on the horizon, and it's called the Nissan Versa. Versa provides relief with best-in-class rear seat legroom. Versa keeps you going for over 400 miles on just one tank. Versa will save the world from autoclaustrophobia, one driver at a time. Ask your Nissan dealer if Versa is right for you.
Why have pleasant dreams when you can have beautiful dreams?
Why can't a man say today? Why shouldn't your closet fit your clothes?
And why can't it help you get dressed?
Who says you can't hog a different cover every night?
Why can't we just hide if we want to?
Why does it feel so good to snooze?
Take your bedroom home today. Get a special 12-month financing offer when you pay with your IKEA credit card.
Here's a look at stories making news around the nation. A wild end to a high-speed pursuit near Detroit as police ram an SUV off the road. Here it is again. This all started when a gas station attendant called police to say a man was threatening him. When police arrived, the man took off. The chase wound through 5 cities before police put an end to it. Even then, the suspect would not come out, and police had to smash the window. They say at one point during the chase, he also tried to run an officer over.
All right, come up and watch this. Take a look at surveillance tape of the leading candidate for dumbest criminal of the year. He busted the glass door at a Pennsylvania pizza shop and stole the tip jar from the counter. But when he went to leave, he forgot which door he came through just seconds earlier. That's worth another look. And another one. The heist was less than $30. The cost of the door he broke, about $800. That's priceless. It sounds like one of those commercials. He's still on the loose. Police are looking for someone with a large welt on his forehead.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one. A possible danger lurking in airport terminals.
Coming up, incredible video showing airport passenger carts out of control. Victims tell their stories next.
Well, hi, everybody. I'm Rob Fukuzaki. Coming up in sports, we'll hear from the Trojan who was responsible for UCLA's 5-point play last night. And legendary drag racer Kenny Bernstein is back on the track as he ends his retirement at age 62.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Ahead on Eyewitness News at 6, we'll continue our coverage of the death of Anna Nicole Smith. Plus, we'll look at how her death affects the paternity case over her baby girl, as her lawyer and former boyfriend both claim to be the father. Plus, LA's mayor and police chief announced what they plan to do to crack down on LA's gang problem. These stories and breaking news as it happens when Michelle Tuzzi and I join you for Eyewitness News at 6.
I love a big sale. So this Friday and Saturday, I'm going to Mervyn's. For 2 whole days, I can get great savings all over the store. Plus night owl and early bird specials on great jewelry for me. Gold, diamonds, rubies, pink sapphires, plus sports shirts for him. My kids' favorite brands, and weekend wear that's comfy and cute. If you love a big sale too, you definitely won't want to miss this Friday and Saturday at Mervyn's. Bye, Mervyn's.
If your Pap test is normal, you don't have to worry about cervical cancer, right?
Right.
Of course. Wrong. A Pap isn't enough. There's another test, the HPV test. Almost all cervical cancers are caused by a virus, the human papillomavirus. And only an HPV test can directly detect the virus.
Really? Why didn't I know that?
Now you know. And everyone we know should know. Absolutely.
The HPV test. Ask your doctor, tell your friends. Must be used along with the Pap test and is approved for screening women 30 and over.
Hi, I'm Keith Hernandez.
And I'm Walt Clyde Frazier.
What a marvelous night for the action.
Let's go to the play-by-play.
Oh, there's Mr. Graybeard approaching Miss Hottie. Oh, no.
Rejected.
Clyde, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, no play for Mr. Gray. Get that man our Just for Men Brush In Color Gel.
It's specially formulated to penetrate coarse facial hair and gets rid of gray in 5 easy minutes.
Home run. Another win with Just for Men.
Bringing the bedroom of your dreams to life is easier than ever at Wick's biggest bedroom and mattress sale. Treat yourself to the latest style of luxury bedroom furniture, like the new Westbrook bed for only $299. Or get all 5 pieces for $699. That's a savings of $369. Complete your new bedroom and wrap yourself in total comfort. Get savings up to $200 on brand name mattress sets. Now through Tuesday, you can have the bedroom of your dreams with no payments till 2008. Only at Wick's.
This ABC 7 Eyewitness newscast is brought to you in part by Hometown Buffet.
So, you love great seafood? Come to Hometown Buffet for 3 from the sea. Try savory crab cakes, buttercrumb Alaska pollock, and sweet orange shrimp, along with dozens of other dishes, beverages, and tasty desserts, all for one low price. Sound good? Then swim on over. 3 from the sea, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, only at Hometown Buffet. And don't forget, Saturday and Sunday mornings, we've got all your hot, delicious breakfast favorites.
Dallas Cowboys have the training camp here in Southern California, so there are a lot of Cowboy fans interested in this news.
Including you?
You bet.
What do you think about this choice?
I think it's a good one.
It's a pretty good choice here. A very experienced man. The Dallas Cowboys got their 5th head coach in 11 years today, hiring Chargers defensive coordinator Wade Phillips. Phillips is a Texas native who has been either a head coach or an assistant in the NFL for 30 of the last 31 years. He got a little help from a well-known singer when he was asked what his new job meant to him.
You ever read about a frog that dreamed about being a king and then became one? Well, I was a high school coach here in Texas, and now I'm the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. So my story is the same one. That's, I believe that's Neil Diamond and Wade Phillips kind of cut in there in the lyrics.
And if he doesn't win, it's going to be Love on the Rocks, and he'll be a solitary man. College basketball now. They had the Bruins out in Westwood last night as UCLA swept its season series against crosstown rival USC. Looked like the Trojans might upset second-ranked Bruins, but this was a turning point after Josh Shipp scores. USC's Ladrick Stewart bounces the ball high off the floor. He's called for a technical foul. The Bruins tack on 3 free throws, and they never trailed after that. UCLA wins at 70-65, thanks in part to that technical foul that resulted in a 5-point play.
Just getting caught up in the moment, bounced the ball, and it went through my hands and went a little high, so just getting caught up in the moment, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't one play that lost the game.
We would like to have obviously not had that play occur, and it did, and you know, it was disappointing.
It's always going to be a fun rivalry, but it's even going to be a better rivalry when you get the victory. You know, I can't say, you know, when you don't get the victory, but when you continue to win games against SC, you know, it's always going to be a good feeling for us and the fans.
Well, loud engines, smoke, and the smell of fuel, that can only mean one thing. Dallas Rains just drove by. No, the NHRA Winter Nationals are back, and so is six-time champion Kenny Bernstein. Bernstein ended his brief 3-year retirement, but you won't see him in the top field division where he won 2 championships and his son Brandon races in. He's going back to his roots, the funny car. He won 4 straight titles in that division in the late 80s. Kenny's return wasn't triumphant. He had engine troubles in his first qualifying run. He'll get another chance next couple of days and is just happy to be behind the wheel once again.
I miss driving the race car tremendously, and that's what it boils down to, is that competition, that driving the car is just so much fun for me. And we're out here working anyway, so you might as well be doing it. I knew I was in trouble the very first race, believe me. I knew right then, and Brandon knew I wasn't a real happy camper.
I knew that he really missed it, and he loved driving the race car, and he wasn't having fun. I mean, he really wasn't, and that's something that he had the desire to still do, and it's not surprising that he's back, and I think it's great.
But to see Kenny Bernstein come back, it only makes funny car more powerful. The fans are loving it, and he was a big name, and he'll do well. So, and I like good competition, and he'll be good competition.
And finally in golf, the AT&T Pebble Beach National Pro-Am teed off today, and tour rookie John Mallinger of Long Beach shares the lead at 7 under par. From the beauty of the Monterey Peninsula to the not-so-beautiful golf shots from the celebs. That's Ray Romano making nice contact on his approach and sends a souvenir into the stands. George Lopez, remember George of the Jungle? Watch out for that tree. Don't worry, George, we've all done that before, just not on national TV. Not all the shots were bad. This is comedian Tom Dreesen with some nice touch on the chip shot. And John Daly is impressed. You think that was pure luck, folks? Well, how about this? Dreesen on the very next hole, a delicate chip from the fringe, and he holds it again. Jeez, this game is easy. Anybody need lessons? Speaking of comedians, here's the annual star at Pebble Beach, Bill Murray, with his lovely hat. And if he makes that putt, he just may undress for the crowd. Bill, I was kidding. Bill, you can stop there. This is a family show. Fortunately, yes, Bill did stop right there. Always a good time there at Pebble Beach.
Yeah, he's fun.
Beautiful out there.
That'd be fun to see. Thanks. There have always been hazards in airline travel, but now security cameras reveal there's a serious danger that can strike even before you board the plane.
The cameras show electric carts used to race between gates. They're called courtesy vehicles, but they can be anything but courteous. Eyewitness News reporter Adrienne Alpert is here with a look at some disturbing terminal collisions.
It certainly is. We have this on tape, Ellen and David. The electric carts can be downright dangerous. You're about to see security video from Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport, and you will see carts versus pedestrians. The carts win, toppling people like bowling pins. This is video of airline passenger carts hitting pedestrians. Here a man flies out of a cart, and here a boy walks right in front of the oncoming vehicle. This is security video from the Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport. On Christmas Day 2005, a cart wiped out 2 women, sending them both to the hospital.
It was scary. I thought a bomb had went off. Yeah, it hurt.
That's the worst accident I've ever seen out here. We weren't sure if mechanically the cart wasn't sound, but we had that checked and the cart was okay, so it was a mistake by the driver.
This is David.
The Dombrowskis and all their kids had an incident on Christmas Eve 2005 when little David toddled away from his parents.
I just saw this cart coming towards him and I thought, this isn't going to happen. This can't happen.
I was able to see the cart just coming to a rest and David's head nearly underneath the front right tire, just about to be rolled over.
I'm thinking he's dead. I'm thinking he's dead.
David got second-degree burns from being dragged, but today he's healed nicely. His parents hope he's forgotten the incident, but they won't. Since 2001, at least 71 cart pedestrian accidents have been reported at Minneapolis-St. Paul. But the fact is, apparently nobody is keeping a national tally for the nation's airports, not the FAA nor the NTSB. Airport police say cart drivers are pressured by airlines to get their passengers from one gate to the next as fast as they can. The Dombrowskis and the Bomars were hit by Northwest Airlines carts. The airline says it takes customer safety seriously, and the cart's operator, G2 Securities, said some accidents are unpreventable when passengers step into the path of the vehicles. The record at Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport has considerably brightened for pedestrians. It's reported only 6 people were hit by carts last year, 2006. Accident reductions are attributed to better driver training, enforcement, and speed traps in the terminals.
Really? What about LAX? Are there been similar incidents there?
Well, we can't find out because, as we said, there's really been no way of record keeping, but checking with LAX and with the people who would respond to accidents there, they say they haven't heard many calls there. So perhaps the track record's a little bit better.
Okay. All right. Adrian, thank you. Well, most people would love to get a hug for Valentine's Day.
But coming up next, see why one man hugged a moray eel in an underwater aquarium.
Ooh. Then ahead on Eyewitness News at 6, more reaction to the sudden death of Anna Nicole Smith. We're live at 6.
Mr. Big Stuff. Papa John's Grand Papa Pizza. Oh, yeah. Big on taste and 30% bigger than our regular large. Loaded with any 3 of your favorite toppings, all for just $12.99. Now that's huge. The Grand Papa Pizza with your choice of any 3 toppings for $12.99. Call or order online.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Mr. Big Stuff.
Okay, one last putt, then I gotta go do my taxes.
Still do your own taxes?
Yeah, what, you don't?
No, I got people.
You got people?
Yeah. Get my people on it. My people get back to me.
How long you have people?
5 years. Same guy. Hello? Hey, Dennis. It's my people. Yeah, let me...
With H&R Block, you got 90,000 tax professionals, any one of whom can become your personal tax professional.
Ooh. Coming back.
Oh, dear.
Tell her how your love has grown with the Journey pendant for $89. The Jewelry Exchange imports diamonds direct from site holders and manufactures jewelry using the latest technology. Compare the top chain store's 91-point platinum band for $4,100 with the Jewelry Exchange's 1 carat for $13.90. 2-carat Tunnel of Love bracelets are $3.99, 3-stone $139, and 1-carat studs $3.99. The Jewelry Exchange guarantees their jewelry to appraise for double. Buy factory direct and save. The Jewelry Exchange in Tustin.
It's been 50 years of quality, of durability, of unmatched reliability. It's Toyota's 50th anniversary. To celebrate, for the first time ever, get 0% financing on new 07 Prius hybrids. Yes, get 0% financing on the car that can go up to 600 miles between fill-ups. And there's a wide selection of Prius hybrids now in stock. 50th anniversary savings at your Southern California Toyota dealer today.
Hi, I'm Janae Dubois. As chairwoman and co-founder of the Pan-African Film and Arts Festival, I'm inviting you to join me, Danny Glover, Regina King, Blair Underwood, Ambassador Andrew Young, and this year's host, Forrest Whitaker, as we celebrate our 15th year. From February 8th through the 19th, we'll showcase over 150 new films and 100 world-class artists at the AMC Magic Johnson Theaters, adjacent to the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza. You better be there.
In our Money Scope, the Dow falls and the NASDAQ ends flat today. Blue chips struggled after mixed retail sales and warnings from several mortgage lenders about the housing market slowdown. Oil stocks were boosted by a jump in oil prices. The Dow was down 29 points at 12,637. The NASDAQ was down 1 point at 2,488.
A wet Valentine's Day at an aquarium in Japan. Visitors could see a pink heart decoration in the large fish tank. Children watched as a diver fed a shark and stingrays with a red heart-shaped squid. The diver even hugs a moray. The attraction is expected to last through Valentine's Day, which is next Wednesday. Thanks for joining us for Eyewitness News at 5 o'clock. Eyewitness News at 6 is next with Mark Brown and Michelle Tuesday.
Okay, David, Ellen, thank you. Up next, more people responding to the death of Anna Nicole Smith.
We'll have the latest on the investigation into what happened at a Florida casino, plus how her death affects a paternity case.
And should a turban be treated the same as a hat? A medical student says he was discriminated against at a local bar.
Plus, Dallas shows you when to prepare for rain on Eyewitness News at 6 next.
When you see news happening, call the Eyewitness News tip line toll-free at 877-777-NEWS.
At 1-800-DENTIST, our member dentists aren't just accepting new patients, they welcome them. So if you're looking for a dental practice that feels a little less like a medical office and a lot more like home, call 1-800-DENTIST and ask one of our friendly operators to match you with a gentle, caring dentist near you. And if you've been avoiding the dentist, now might be the time to find out just how much dentistry has changed. Call us today. 1-800-DENTIST. We take every smile personally.
Hey, Mom. I'm at Jimmy's house. Can I stay for dinner? Yes, his parents are home. Yeah, dinner. Hold on. She doesn't believe me.
Carol? Yeah, we're all having dinner. Together.
A real meal on a weeknight? What a shocker. Pick up a 9-piece bucket of the Colonel's famous drumsticks and thighs, the juiciest, most flavorful chicken, now only $6.99. And don't forget the 99-cent KFC fish snacker. Bring back dinner at KFC.
When I signed up for Vonage, I was able to keep my phone number. And then when I moved, I was able to take it with me.
Call quality is the utmost. It projects my business. And with Vonage, it's perfect.
Vonage and reliability, that just kind of goes hand in hand.
It's just $24.99 a month for unlimited local and long-distance calling, including free calls to Canada and Europe.
Get 1 month free. Call 1-800-970-3585.
Vonage, a better way to phone for less.
It's also one of the most fuel-efficient 8-passenger SUVs in America, the Pilot, from Honda. Now get APR financing as low as 0.9% on select Honda trucks for well-qualified buyers.
Come into your nearest participating Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio today and receive a special gift. It's free with the purchase of 2 or more Merle Norman cosmetic products.
Watch full episodes of your favorite ABC shows at abc7.com.
Live from ABC7, Mark Brown, Michelle Tuzzi, Dallas Raines Weather, and Rob Fukuzaki Sports. Now, Southern California's first high-definition news. Eyewitness News at 6.